Hello, good evening to all of you. Good evening to all of you. Hello, are you getting me online? Okay. What happened actually, I forgot to start streaming, right? And I delivered the lecture for 5 minutes. Anyways, so I forgot to make start streaming. Okay, let's discuss it from the beginning. So, our today's topic. So, good evening to all of you. Our today's topic of discussion will be on that IO operation, basic IO operations of Java. Uh, One thing you can notice that so far output streaming is concerned, we are using this, that is system.out.println. So it is a single method, no variations of techniques are over here, but so far taking the input string is concerned, there are so many methods in Java, right? My question is why it differs, means why the method of taking input data from keyboard in Java differs with the other conventional language what we used, like C or any other language. Why it differs? One thing you might have noticed that in C, what we used to do in most of the cases, apart from the command line argument programs, in most of the cases, we used to execute the C program from the editor, right? But here, right from the beginning, we are supposed to execute the Java program from the CUI mode, from the command prompt. So anything we intend to supply from the keyboard as input must be caught by the program through the intervention of the CPU of the system. This is the fact. So generally when this input data are being supplied to the program, main method of the Java, what happens? Generally these are getting passed as different streams, or you can consider the array of strings as the fragmented words. We separate between at least a space while supplying the input from the keyboard, from the CUI, from the command prompt. So this needs to be wrapped by some primitive data type. By default this becomes string, but in our program we may use these strings in so many other types as and when required according to the requirement of the program. Right. That's why these input strings has to be converted with some other types. So that's why there are mainly three methods of input operations in Java. Now let us discuss it one by one. Using scanner class. This technique has come in Java from Java 1.5 version. It has been introduced. So let us directly see an example. This technique of taking input stored in Java util package, java.util.scanner package. Here in scanner, what do? We create an object with the scanner class, and while this is, you can see this is like a constructor, and while calling the constructor of the scanner class, while creating an object input, we are actually taking that system.in, this subclass we are passing, means the data from the keyboard. Now you can use the object to read data from the keyboard std in. So system.in actually reads the data from std in. Okay, like say int x. Now input dot next int y input dot next double string is input dot next, because now this input is an object of scanner class, means we have created an object of scanner class using calling this method and passing the system.in as argument. Right. Now just see a complete example how we have used this. Okay. This is an example. Here scanner public static void main, we are within this main method we are using scanner class when creating a new object sc. So with this new scanner we are using this, we are creating this object, and whatever will be taking as input from keyboard, that will be stored here, that will be stored is sc object, and we are taking this input string by the system.in, and we are printing this, enter your name or this, then again string name is an string variable, and there are mainly three methods of this class, scanner class. One is next, and this next int or next port. These are three primitive methods. By the next we take a string and we store the string in any variable we can store. Here when we need to take an integer variable with this next int, we use next int, right? And whenever we need to take a float variable, we use %, and we use this next float method. So these are mainly three primitive methods of the scanner class we use while taking the inputs. Okay, I repeat that we are taking the input as a raw string, and from that raw string we are converting the raw string into our string which will be accepted, maintaining the proper format by the string or this integer or the float value, right? Yeah, boolean, another type of variable, you know, returns true or false, or yes or no, mainly true or false. Then x, the next boolean. Next means the at one time a single block of data can be passed. Okay, to get the next one, we just use this next, means each and every method gets started with the next, except the string one. String has no, means any other thing. Next, only next. So next float, next int, next boolean means next block of data. It implies the next block of data from the input buffer. Okay. So this is an example of a scanner class. We can use the scanner class while taking input. So I think so many of you are present already. I can see your attendance, because from now onwards I have done that. I have embedded that chat box into our video, right? And it will remain there permanently in this video. So this is a proof, you can say. So you cannot deny, right? Rather, afterwards. Anyways, so nobody can deny. So this is the proof of your presence, and it's not physical presence, it's not that much important. I always tell you that you should be present mentally, right? Okay, so try to understand one by one. For a little break, I want to tell you that as you know that an exam is going to be started from the next month, and the total marks will be of 25 marks. An online exam will be taken by the BBIT using any online software or whatever. I don't know exact platform what they will be using. Anyways, so that exam will be conducted, and the questions have already been set. The 25 marks, questions of 25 marks will be there. 10 questions carrying 1 mark, and 5 questions carrying 3 marks. So don't get worried. Whatever I am discussing from this lecture notes, and if you follow my class and if you follow the materials what I am giving you, if you follow the question answer set what I am giving you in your Google Classroom, so you will get all the questions common. So don't be worried about that. Our purpose is to learn this language, not to put emphasis on the score. Okay, so let's continue the discussion. Our next method of taking input from keyboard is that using buffered reader, right? So buffered reader is a different class, and it is being used right from the beginning. The scanner class has come with the Java 1.5 version, but this buffered reader class was there right from the beginning with the Java package, right? So mainly there are so many classes, as you know, that we get with the Java package. So here also this buffered reader class we get with the Java IO package, and this is the way to import this package. Otherwise the methods or subclasses will not be available with the program. So we need to import the packages like what we need to include using hash include using in C. So here also we need to import these packages, right? Here we call it packages. The java.io buffer reader. Okay, let me take a look regarding your questions. Halal 3 marks questions will be coding question, so there is no scope to write any coding in multiple choice questions. But what I did, definitely you will be selecting a choice, right? within the 4 choices, but in your hard copy, means in your rough work, you must run a dry run for the code, otherwise it will be difficult for you to answer, right? So this is the 3 marks question, means you need to go through a bit of brain work, right? Bit of rough work at background. That's why it's very easy, but it will take a bit time. That's why it is of 3 months, right? Any question? So Hilal, got it? Got my answer? For a break, I am just having a look at your attendances and your presence and your questions, whether put any questions or not. Or okay, so let me continue with my discussion. Huh? So buffered reader, we are talking about the buffered reader class. Okay. So here you can see an example. Let me directly go to that. Plus buffered reader. Here, see, in main. Okay. Public static void main string here just throws IO exception. And you tell me what? I didn't tell anything about the exception so far, because IO exception is a different topic, very important topic. We will be discussing after few classes, right? But for the time being, I can say a little bit about this IO exception. Actually, whatever process we are going through at the time of execution of a Java program, all these processes are done through an exception, IO exception, input or output exception. What is the need of putting exception? You can put a question that without exception can't we execute a program? Definitely you can. But what is the necessity of putting exception and why it becomes sometimes mandatory? That I will explain at the time of discussing this exception chapter topic. Okay, so let us pause the discussion about this exception right now and continue with the streaming. Okay, so for the time being, just this is the process. You have to write throws IO exception. I will explain when I will cover the discussion of this exception handling topic. So now this is an user defined object. This is our object. You can take any object. That this is an object or a reader object we are creating using this buffered reader class. The way we create object here also new, then class name buffered reader, then here new input stream reader system.in. So buffered reader is a class. We are creating an object reader of this class, passing this input stream buffer method or input stream buffer subclass, not method, new input stream buffer reader. You can see like this. We are here also again going to create another object here, buffer reader, new buffer reader. Using this new buffer reader, we are going to create an object here also. At the time of creation of this reader, we are going to create an object in intermediate phase here also. Within this, at the time of creation of reader, object, we are going to create a sub object or an object, an intermediate creation. This is an intermediate creation of an object, right? Of object of input stream reader, and this object is being created by the system dot in subclass. This is a subclass of input stream reader, right? So we are creating an object using this input stream reader class and calling the system.in subclass, and eventually that is getting converted into a final reader object of buffered reader class. So now onwards we will be using this reader object to invoke the different methods of buffered reader as and when required. So we are going to take a string name is name. So reader, the method is this read line. So this is the method of this system.in subclass, which is there in input stream reader class. Got my point? Concentrate properly. You can get the question from at the time of campus interview. This concept needs to be cleared properly. Here, with this statement, reader dot readline, reader, we have created the object. Now, using the different methods or invoking the different methods of buffered reader class, like here we are using readline to take a string, from the keyboard, readline. So what this readline, this statement is doing, this readline statement, using this readline statement, we are taking the string from keyboard. So this readline method is a method of this system.in subclass under input stream reader class, which is again a subclass of buffered reader class. So you got the hierarchy. I told you a class may contain so many subclasses, or a subclass may contain another subclasses, right? So this way Java maintains a beautiful hierarchy of all its packages, right? So the segregation is very organized way in Java, right? So while taking integer, the method name of the method is integer dot percent. Okay, integer dot percent. This is the method. But first, as you know that here reader dot readline, what reader dot readline is doing, it is converting the raw stream into a stream maintaining all the escape sequences or all the protocol or all the rules of string, all the rules of strings for the program. So it is just conversion of raw string to the actual string, which will be playing as an input string. But here, so we are getting, whenever we are entering an integer value from the keyboard. It goes as a raw string. So this raw string is converted into an actual string by this read line. Then this string needs to be converted in integer. No, otherwise it will not be means used as an integer in real sense. So 3 steps are involved over here. This read line is converting the raw stream into an actual stream like this like this case. Then this actual string is getting converted into an integer by the percent method of this integer class. Okay, so eventually we are getting the int value in proper format and we are storing it in age variable, right? So here also the entire percent float, again that's for to get the float type we use float dot parse float. Here like this integer dot parsing float dot parse float. Here reader dot read line. We are getting the converting the raw string to an actual string by this reader dot read line. Then we are converting this actual string into our desired format. Here the format is float and that value is getting stored in the percent variable. So all these needs to be done while we use this input buffer reader technique for taking input from the keyboard. Okay, so these are the mainly main point of discussion and you should apply all these. You should practice using all these techniques. Okay, and now coming to the last technique. There are 3 techniques to take input from the keyboard in Java. That is the last one is console, right? Yeah, this is the console. Using console class. So this is the third technique of taking input from keyboard, console class, right? Let's have a look directly at a program. Console. Let me go to that core part where this console is being used. Yes, yeah. So here also we are taking an IO exception, input exception. Console. So console is a class. We are creating an object of this console class and with the calling this constructor, console constructor. This is which is under this system. So system dot console. If and that is being stored in this console object. So if console is null, system or this console is not supported. So we are supposed to check because every device is not supported for the every operations. No, so we first need to check whether this device is supported or not, right? So system dot enter your name, string name, console dot read line. Console dot read line. Okay, we are reading a particular line. So line by line it goes from the buffer to the program. Enter your age, entr dot parsing. Here same parsing is applied, but here console dot read line we are using console dot read line. Here like this case we used what? We used this reader dot read line, right? Okay, reader was an object of this buffer reader class. Okay, so like this way we are using this console class and console dot read line. Okay, console dot read and same the conversion technique is same from the raw input string to the desired format float dot parse float integer dot parsing. These techniques are same for the boolean parse boolean console dot read line. Then we are parsing it to the boolean type. This char console dot read line and here 2 char array 0. Here you can see that this needs to be mentioned, because as you know that the first room of the array index starts from the 0. So this is the base address. So we need to specify the first room here to char array, and only a single element of an array is characterized by a character, as you know. Okay, now this is again different object. Here an object is being created, object of student, new student, and these are the parameters. So it needs to be set, and ultimately there needs to display the data of all these std object. This is an example. Here the purpose is to use the console object. So this way we can use the three techniques of taking input from Java. So all of you, let me ask you questions. Clear, all of you? You have seen how we can take the input, maintaining or using different technique. Here, sir, in the IO file we can also write instead of buffer, and that you can write, definitely you can write. Why? Because it is taking the entire package, right? In IO file you can be buffered IO, but here when you are taking that, means you are talking about this package, na? Here, like this way, here you are asking these questions. Yeah. Java.io.buffered reader. Here, if you write java.io.star, then all these will come up with your program. But the size of the program will be bigger one. Na? That's why if we just take a subclass, here the buffered reader contains so many subclasses, so we can directly reach to that subclass using that path of the hierarchy. Right? Got it? Hello, got my answer? Good question. Okay. Devaru, Nitish, fine. So no questions. I think it's already 50, half an hour past. So I thought that I will be starting the inheritance today, but it took so much time. So let us stop discussion for this topic. This will be a separate video on this, only this console, means input output streaming, right? So we will start with the next topic with a new video, live video where we will discuss the inheritance, right? Okay. Sir, can we repeat console part? Oh, definitely we can repeat console part. Definitely, it's very easy. Console is a different, is a class. Okay, a different technique to use the taking input from the keyboard. This is another method of taking input, right? So let us directly go to the here, like this read line. First you have to understand that method, buffered reader method. Here see, we are using this system.console, now buffered reader method. Let us concentrate once again that buffered reader. Okay, what we are doing, we are creating an object, reader object of buffered reader class. Fine. Okay. So using how it happens, this is very important. Once you will able to understand this one, all the rest of the part will be very easy for you. Here what we are doing, we are creating an object of buffered reader class. And how we are creating this one, at the time of creation of this buffered reader object, we are using another subclass of this buffered reader, that is input stream reader. Here that you asked one thing, what Hilal asked, na, that this one, sir, java.io.buffer reader. So instead of taking this, since we are only concerned with the input stream reader, so we can use this java.io.input stream reader. Okay. So let us take all this thing, because here we are using this exception. That's why java.io.exception. Okay. So this is another issue. Uh, Now, so this input stream reader is class of buffered reader class, right? Yes, subclass of buffered reader class. And this system.in is an object of this input stream reader. We are actually passing this buffer, this system.in buffer as an object. So while creating this object, reader object of this buffered class, we are first creating a sub object. Okay, and that sub object is being created by this system, by passing this system.in object with this input stream reader method, right? So this, what happens, so reader, once the reader is created, reader object is created, we are using this read line or these what read line, or so many other methods are there. We are using this read line method. So the what is the implication of this statement? Read line is a method of reader class, reader object. What is being done here? Basically, read line is taking the raw string from the keyboard, and then it is converting into actual string according to the program, according to the protocol of the Java, right? And here, since we need to convert this string into some primitive data type, a, int, float, we need to convert these using this integer.parseInt, float.parseFloat method. Okay, nothing else. Now come to your console part. So likewise, console is a different class. Console is a different class. Here we are creating an object. We are creating an object, console. Okay. So the object is being created of this console class. This C starts with the capital letter, so you can distinguish this console with this is an object of this class. Now we are creating this object using this system.console, invoking this console method, right? And this method is there under this system class. So while creating the console object, we are calling the console method. Console is a method, console method of this system class. Now console becomes an object. First we need to check whether it is being supported by the device or not, so is supported or not, means by this system or not. So this we are going to check here. Now string name console.readline, then again we are taking the raw string by this read line, and we are converting this string, raw string, into actual string or into integer or into float or into this boolean as and when required. Fine, got it. We repeated the console part. Okay, so this is the way. So we can conclude today's discussion. We will meet next day. I'll inform you. Till then, good night. So call it a day. Bye.